everybody and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will be discussing how Lotto has potentially ruined her career, and we will be going through a timeline of her problematic behavior. These days, whenever you see Lotto's name, it's usually attached to something negative, from online feuds with an icon, getting a married man's name tattooed on herself, to fabricating fake beef. It's clear that she hasn't been able to catch a break ever since the Nicki Minaj drama. But let's talk about who Lotto is. Lotto is a rapper from Atlanta who grew more popular by 2020, with bangers like Moab featuring Gucci Mane, Be From The South, the remix with Sweetie and Trina, and In and Out featuring the City Girls. Lotto's music at the time was very appealing to the popular concept of pimping and finessing men, as well as embracing being a city girl. Lotto also has a discography that consists of 3 mixtapes, 3 EPs, and her most notable albums like Queen of the South and her latest album 777. She would finally get mainstream attention after her big hit single Big Energy, which samples Mariah Carey's hit song Fantasy from 1995. Big Energy would get a major co-sign from Mariah herself and DJ Khaled when they hopped on the remix. Lotto's very talented, from her punchlines to her delivery, not forgetting that she can freestyle with ease. But she can be one-dimensional, as most of her lyrics are sexually charged, leaving no room for versatility in terms of topic change. Let's get into the timeline of her most highlighted controversies. One of her first and biggest controversies was when she faced criticism for her previous stage name Mulatto. Lotto used to go by the name Mulatto, which is a derogatory term used to describe mixed people. The public general felt like Lotto went by this name to set herself apart from other black female rappers, as this name would highlight her racial ambiguity. Lotto would deny these accusations, and in her defense she said that she wanted to reclaim the term and give it a positive meaning. After hesitation, she decides to save her brand. She finally changes her stage name to just Lotto or Big Lotto as of January 2021. By October of 2022, she gets her first Grammy nomination for Best Melodic Rap Performance for Big Energy and Best New Artist. And this is where one of Lotto's worst nightmares unfold. As we all know, her and Nicki had a very unpleasant exchange online as a result of Nicki simply using Lotto's song Big Energy as an example to prove that the Grammys were being unfair, as they put Nicki Minaj's Super Freaky Girl in the pop category, when in fact both songs have the very same sound in terms of them both being rap with very melodic or pop influence hooks. The discourse triggered Lotto, which led her to tweet, "Damn, I can't win for losing. All these awards noms I can't even celebrate." From here on, both Nicki and Lotto would insult each other as they go back and forth on Twitter. Lotto would eventually post a recorded phone call between her and Nicki Minaj concerning what Lotto said in an interview about
how
Nicki.
many female rappers is thriving right now versus it being Nicki, and everybody else. Now we all, you know what I'm saying?
And this is what that phone call sounded like.
Yeah, you are. It's delusional to say that other girls are flourishing. It's delusional to say that other girls are flourishing. Recognize we weren't giving the platforms that we're being given right now. And I give you props all the time in every other interview for opening the door for that to be a possibility now.
Okay. So what, in conclusion, what do you think you want to say about, let's let you finish your statement about what rappers were doing before and what they're doing now. I want you to finish it.
I finished it, Nicki.
All this drama could have been avoided if Lotto tried to understand why Nicki used it as a harmless example, but at the same time there was already tension between the two. Nicki should have also tried to understand that Lotto meant no harm when she said what she said on that interview. In my opinion, I understand that Lotto was just trying to state that Nicki had no close competition from the time she came out up to around 2017. And I'm not disregarding Iggy Azalea, Young M.A., Dej Loaf and Remy Ma. They just weren't at the level of Nicki, and neither are the new artists even touching her, because she has already obtained icon status. But one thing that is for certain is that the rap industry is definitely seeing the most mainstream female rappers than it has ever, which is all thanks to Nicki because she ran so many could walk. At the end of the day, they both used each other as examples.
Like, it's not that serious. Trust me, I know that. But anyway.
Moving forward, right after that feud, the Bobs have been dragging Lotto by the armpit hairs. And as you know, once you mess with Nicki, you mess with the Bobs, who are the most loyal and problematic fan base. The Bobs would allegedly leak about 130 of Lotto's unreleased music, which is like what, 5 to 7 albums worth of music? The leaks also exposed Lotto for having reference tracks, and also that of other rappers like Whole Lotta Money by Bia and Blick Blick by Coi Leray, the very songs that got a Nicki feature. This incident also exposed Lotto for not writing all her songs, as the reference tracks consisted of all the layers in the songs from the hook to the verses. Later on, Lotto would prove the public right after she tattooed 21 Savage's government name behind her ear, which confirmed the suspicions that they were messing around. And if you were wondering what's wrong with that, bear in mind that he's a married man. And meanwhile all of this was happening, Lotto and Ice Spice had been subtweeting each other and making sneak disses in songs directed at each other. It's believed that the bad blood came from this very moment.
Okay, so the last question. It's, how can I lose if I'm already chose?
Many found this shady. Some even suspected Lotto of pretending to not know the lyrics to Ice Spice's song. And to add more fuel to the fire, this is what happened at the Billboard's Women in Music Awards.
Thank you guys so much for everything. This is the same award that Nicki Minaj won, Lady Gaga won, Janelle Monáe won. So this is a huge, huge stamp.
Thank you so much, Powerhouse. Megan Thee Stallion won this award. Doja Cat won this award.
This right here came off to be very shady, as many believed that she was mocking Doechii, but I want to believe that she just liked the way Doechii presented her speech. But your girl cannot stop catching heat, because she decided to preview a diss track at Coachella and mention Coi Leray in the lyrics. Coi was not happy about this because her body was being compared to a blunt. Latto rapped the following in her song Put It On The Floor. Smoking on that gas blunt big as Coi Leray, bitches like to run their mouths but I'm the type to run the fade. Coi Leray would express her disapproval by tweeting this. Latto, bye. Here you go talking about my body. Please do not come on here and talk about nobody body. Lol, like seriously, out of all things, love my ass out, you're blunt my size, laugh my ass out, this shit is never ending. She also said this, maybe I overreacted, I don't know. End of the day, don't say my name for clicks and likes, especially if we don't communicate. I'm not a big blunt, small blunt. Don't compare me to nada, mention bees that you actually beef with. Put it on the floor, but leave me out of the BS. Chloe is correct. Lotto should live by her lyrics. She should put it on the floor, and she might as well also start to put an ad on it. But Koi also said we do not speak or communicate. But Koi, remember this? And this is why so many people believe that the beef was orchestrated to promote her diss track. Her and Koi are cool behind the scenes. You're not fooling too many people. And you might be wondering, how has she potentially ruined her career? Well, I'm going to start by saying I want to feel sorry for her because from now on, whatever she does will always be criticized harshly, even when it's not necessary. But at the same time, she has also contributed to most of the hate and criticism. As all this drama has left a sour taste in the mouths of many fan bases, this will directly affect her as she has lost potential fans that could have directly been contributing to her sales and streams. Considering on the female side of rap, there are alliances, and if you know what I mean, most female rappers choose who to pay their loyalty to, which might also limit her ability to collaborate with female rappers on the other side. And as stupid as this might sound, it's true. Female rap has not only been turned into a battlefield, but also a joke. I probably exaggerated when I said that her career has potentially been ruined, but the controversies have definitely played a number on her. At this point, Latto might have to go on a hiatus, let the heat cool off, let the people miss her a bit. She might consider apologizing to Nicki Minaj for the insults and vice versa. This won't be her sucking up to Nicki, but for the sake of peace. From here on, maybe some of the Bobs will return to supporting her, as Nicki Minaj might also be transitioning to become a gatekeeper in the industry and a music executive, as she recently launched her label Heavy On It. Like I said, this rivalry might impact some of the features and collabs that she might want to have in future. She needs to stay away from messy interviews, podcasts, and social media because anything she says at this point will get misconstrued. This will also limit her from dropping subs. Latto's very talented, but the drama is starting to overshadow that. If she continues to do the antics, it'll begin to throw her audience off. I'm neutral about Latto. I like a few of her songs and I love that she's such a girl's girl and supports upcoming artists by not charging them for features. Latto has also expressed how she might start going into different ventures apart from music. I think that's great, but she first needs to clean up her image a bit. Yes, she cannot change the past, but she can definitely better her future for the time that she'll spend in the industry. Thank you all for making it this far into the video. Please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And see you guys in the next video. Bye!